take a look at shares of Meta after posting its first ever revenue miss. Let's bring in Fast Money friend Gene Munster of Loup Ventures for more reaction on Meta's numbers. He's been dialed into the call since the top of the hour. Any highlights from the call so far in your view, Gene, and what'd you make of the quarter overall?
Melissa, it was bad as a shareholder. It was bad, but about as bad as the rest of the tech companies in advertising. Down 1%, YouTube down 5%. They guided down for 2% at the high end of their range. Snap was flat, so it was negative. But there was signs of positive, and you saw a little bit of movement in the stock in the aftermarket, or at least when the call started. A small move up when Zuckerberg started to outline some of the impact of Reels. I know you'd covered it earlier in this show, but let me just recap here. They've done $1 billion in Reels revenue. I suspect that's life to date, which you implied that that's about 5% of revenue today. It was 0 a year ago. Engagement in it is up 30% quarter over quarter. I suspect it's probably 15% of total engagement. And lastly, it is accretive to total time spent. This is all about fighting TikTok. And it seems that they have some of the pieces in place to do just that.
Hey, Gene, it's Karen. One of the things I was wanted to hear your opinion on is the Capex cut. Is it enough, or do they still need to spend so much? What are your thoughts there?
Step in the right direction. They talked about being more disciplined around their hiring. They basically suggested that for 2022, they'll reduce the Capex by 3% versus their prior guidance. But Zuckerberg is in this mode of either get on the ship, get on board, or get off. And I suspect that there's going to be future reductions. As I mentioned, one of the reasons we are owners, one of the reasons is we believe that he's going to be more aggressive at some of these cuts in 2023. So I suspect that it's 3% today. It's a starting point, and I suspect we'll see more of it. And it really sets up next year to be a good year relative to earnings, because all this pain that they're having right now, whether it's revenue growth or on the earnings side, that should be easy comps next year.
The comments that Zuckerberg has made so far about the ad spending environment, Gene, and it being worse than before, I'm wondering if you think this is sort of sandbagging, or, I mean, what does this mean, particularly for players out there like a Snap, who, arguably would be much worse positioned to weather this unpredictable downturn?
So he talked about the macro. The term that Cheryl used was turbulent times on the call. And they also talked about the impact of IDFA, the impact of FX. And this isn't sugarcoating it. It is that you need to look at all the layers here. And part of their guidance, they're going to have a bigger FX impact. All companies are going to have a bigger FX impact. But that's something to keep into context here. And so when you think about the advertising push, they're effectively trying to wean advertisers off of stories and move them onto Reels, while advertisers are pulling back, and they're still navigating the comps on IDFA with Apple. As a reminder, that came out in April of 2021. So this is the last full quarter where they essentially will see the comps related to IDFA start to get easier in the September quarter. So Melissa, I would say I was expecting to get on the call and them really to throw the macro under the bus and talk about advertisers moving in a different direction. They attributed probably a third of the guide down related to that, and 2/3 related to FX and IDFA.
All right. Gene, good to get your take as always. Thank you.
Thank you.
Gene Munster of Loop. Guy, what do you think?
I don't think we're going to see the 154 level. I think in terms of the stock, I think the worst is over. This has a kitchen sinky feel to it in terms of the guide. And we'll see. So the good news is valuation has not been and is not a concern at these levels. But I got to just push back on something that Dan said earlier in the show, and to sort of paraphrase and plagiarize Lloyd Benson. I knew Tom Hagen, and Mark Zuckerberg is no Tom Hagen, Dan Nathan. Just throwing that out there.
All right, Mel, you got to let me in here. He's going for a wartime consigliere here. That's what Guy is doing, because everything goes back to the Godfather. I'll just say this. I think there's a very strong chance. We keep hearing about TikTok, TikTok, TikTok. I think there's a good chance that at some point in the not so distant future, TikTok gets banned in the US. And can you imagine what a tailwind that would be for Facebook and for Snap?